Going live. It says it's live, but it's not quite live yet. Okay, all right. Welcome, everybody. This is Spirit Medium Laura, and we're doing messages with Medium Laura this evening. I have two people who I'll be working with this evening. I just want to give you a little brief introduction to myself and also how you can participate in the future in this particular venue. Again, this is Messages with Medium Laura. Who am I? I am a 5-star rated evidential research medium, master channeler, soul healer, media host, author, and teacher of the Soul Psychic Healer Mediumship Certification Program with over 50 years metaphysical experience. My purpose is to help all evolve to joy through the miracle of spirit. So what I do Monday nights, when I am doing it, sometimes I can't do it, but when I am doing it, what I'm doing is low-cost public readings this way. And the way that you can participate is simply go to spiritmediumtv.com, and there you can RSVP. Usually it's done on Monday evenings. Okay, so I'm going to be working with RB and also JS, which brings me to the point that you would be incognito as we do this publicly. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is create a circle. That means there's psychic connection to all of us involved. So I'm going to lead you, RB, and you, JS, in a connection with me. So what I need you to do is sit back, uncross your arms and legs, and start to breathe from your abdomen, breathing in deeply. And on the exhale, releasing any and all tension, any and all remorse. If you're wanting another side connection, please call in your loved ones now. Being open to who does present, as that will bring the best results. If you're wanting connection about your own life, please focus in on those issues as well. While you're doing that, I'm going to go off and invoke the master prayer. I'll be back in a second. And now, on your next exhale of breath, please release into your space your energy, and I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay, so RB, we're going to be working with you first. You already told me that you're wanting an other side connection. So what I'm going to do is see who comes through, and I'll come back to you for validation. And if that's not who you want, if you can validate, but it's not who you want, I'll give you a chance to request as well. 1 second, please, RB. Looking around to see who's showing up. First thing I want to say is, do you have a sister on Earth, please?
Yes.
I also see a young child under her. Would you understand that she has a child, please?
Yes.
Is that child in spirit now?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I don't know why I'm being shown that. It might have some relevance to who's supposed to come through. Let's just see. Okay, so I am getting I'm getting the message of a mother or mother figure would want to step forward for you. Is that just yes, no, or maybe is that where you're wanting me to go, please?
No.
Okay, I may have to go there first to get it validated before we can pull in who you want. So let me go there. See what we can do, because even if your mother's not in spirit, there could be a grandmother there. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Right, so let's see what we could get for you. First thing I want to say is I do see a female before me. Her hair, she showed me two or three different hairstyles. One is more short and short around the ears, a little longer on the top. It's salt and pepper. Another one, maybe when she was younger, is sort of a flip up this way, like it's on the medium to short side, a little puffy on the top, and it kind of comes up in some sort of a, I don't know, it's around here, a little bit of a flip, or it's more full in this area. I guess I could put it that way. I also see her as being slender towards the end of her life, not knowing, I'm not saying earlier, I'm just saying later. I can only see later. And I also feel that there's some kind of activity in the throat area, like cancer. Would you know anyone like that, please? It's in spirit.
Yes.
And that sense that to me is a mother-in-law. Would you understand, please? Or somehow to do with your with a marriage or a connection you have to someone else, please.
Yes.
So she's opening the portal then to bring in probably somebody under her. So let me see if I can pull him in. Yeah, it's her, I hear son, that means her son. He's here, wants to speak with you. So, sorry, he says, sorry. I'm going to give you as much as I can get, honey, and then I'll come back to you for validation. I'm sorry for the way I left you in the end. He's also saying that he didn't tell anybody what he was going to do. He's sorry that he did not do that, didn't divulge. So far, do those messages make sense to you, please?
They make sense, but not into the connection of the person you were talking about.
Oh, okay. But they are connected to the person you want to speak with, then I would assume.
Not the person who said he's sorry. That's not a connection to the person I want to speak to, but that's okay.
Oh, but you do understand this person who's saying,
I know who that is.
All right. I'm not, I don't want to, what's the word for it? It's not constructive for me to simply say, okay, go away now. So let's go.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No, I'm just letting you know, because I know that you'll think it's fine. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing so that we are all on the same page. Okay, so let's just continue with this one and make a few validations, and then we'll see where else we go, which is hopefully to where you want to go. If not, I'll come back to you. Sorry for the way I left you at the end. It was all over for me anyway. It was time for me to go. There's something going on in the head, like a physical thing to this person.
Yes.
And it could either be, it's like an explosion of sorts. I'm not quite sure if what that means. It could mean a couple of things when I say explosion.
Yes.
Okay. He's doing something though to hurt himself. Okay?
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Okay. And this person is now with you on earth, but in spirit form. There's a certain amount of saying hello or coming in to visit with you for time. And as we already mentioned, a certain level of remorse about what this person did, but he wants to say sorry again one more time, for it wasn't enough to say it before he left. And as he says those words, he means that whatever he left, there was a message to you of being sorry before he left. That would mean to me a note, or somehow you knew there was remorse involved. Would you understand that, please? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
He asks you to please take control of your life now and not let anyone leave you back or hold you back. Move forward with the plans that you have about taking over your life with greater control. There's a new door opening for you and a new progress being made for you, and a new purpose and a new life by design. Don't listen to anyone about this. Don't listen to anyone that tells you you cannot do what you're thinking of doing. You do need to do that. Your own health, your own mental sanity, and keeping current with who you are. As life progresses, we change, we morph, we diversify. It's time now for you to make changes. So that's something to do with a new endeavor that you're trying to do. Would you understand it before I move on to the next soul?
Yes.
Okay, so the next soul is waiting, I hope. Where are you? Please come in. There is a soul here that is first soul that I'm getting And again, I don't understand why this would be so, because I don't know, I just on another level, I'm wondering. But there is a child that's reaching to you, a younger person is saying hello to you, like mom. But you've not lost a child, have you?
No.
Okay, I'm not sure what that's about, because remember I saw your sister with a baby before, or a child before.
Yeah.
All right. If I can, I'm going to fish around a bit and see what I see. And if I can't see who it is, we've already had two validated souls, so that's good. Then I will allow you to make a request. So let me just see if I can pull in who is in question. We already did a mother figure, a mother type. I can't see who it is. Now, you're not trying to get me to do an animal connection, right?
No.
Okay. Sometimes, I'm looking for the wrong thing, if you will. So I'm going to allow you to make a request. Okay. You can do it by name. You could do it by relationship. You could say friend. You could say something like that, or you could say a name, and we'll see what we get. Then I go for evidence around that.
My Aunt Elaine.
Oh, was she ever a mother figure for you?
She used to watch me when I was a kid and when I was a child.
Okay. She's been, because whoever it was kept saying mother figure, and I disregarded it because I already brought in one type of a mother. So maybe that's her. Let's go.
Maybe.
And her aunt, she's aunt. And did you give me the name?
Elaine.
Okay. There's a few things going around this. 1 second. First thing I want to say is I do see a figure, a person who has extra weight, or there's a bulkiness to the build. Would that fit Aunt Elaine, please? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
She also has a lot of weight in the chest area, as if she had a big bosom. Would you understand, please? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
She's a kind, caring person. She cares about her family very much. She's very nurturing, like you are. I'm going to give you more details, of course, because these still are generalizations. She's taking care of her health now. On the other side, she laughs a little bit about this. She takes me up into her, on a physical level, she's showing me something on her body. And she takes me into her under the ears in this area here. That could mean a number of things. I would allow her to continue. So there's something going on with respiratory coughing and that kind of a thing. And that's why she's taking me that area, upper respiratory. Would that have any significance to you, please? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
I don't see her face yet, but I'm getting more on her physicality and more, transition, cause for transition. There's a lot of, what does that mean, Anne? She says that she had trouble with hearing or ringing. She had ringing in her ears. Would you know anything about that, please?
No, don't know.
Okay. At the time of her transition, she says she had a lot of discomfort in this area around her, under her ears. And she also says there would have been ringing in her ears, which perhaps you're not privy to. So I will just relay. She also shows me that would have been a problem in her stomach, that she would have been trouble holding food down and nausea. Would you understand, please?
Yes.
There's a lot of throwing up, she actually says, before she transitions, but finally she rests in peace. She's sorry for the way she left the family. It was not a pleasant transition for her. Although you, she says, being as you are, the kind of person you were around to comfort her from time to time. She says you are a very sympathetic person, you have a lot of empathy for individuals. And then she says to you, thank you for taking care of me the way you did. Taking care could mean a lot of different things, whether it was hands-on or just remotely, but at least she does say your presence was appreciated. I'll see if she wants to give another level of detail to that. You took care of me indeed, and it was more hands-on than from a distance. She says, actually, she was in your home or in a home with you. Would you understand, please? Yes, no, maybe.
No,
Would you understand that you were more hands-on then?
no,
Okay. But you do understand that your sort of moral support was significant to her.
yes.
All right, thank you.
Can you ask her about my mother?
Sure. I just want to say one thing first. It's been a while since I've transitioned. She says we are looking out for everyone here in the spirit realm, those on earth. I hear your question about your mother. 1 second. Your mother is fine. I'm going to give you details about that. I know you're probably concerned about her health or something like that, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you wouldn't ask that question. It's just a supposition. So let me just go. She will, it's really a matter of your mother's will at this point, but the situation is not going to change. It just can be extended until your mother is sort of ready to say goodbye, if you will. Does that make sense to you, please?
Yes.
And she really will be transitioning. There's no doubt about it. And it's not going to be that long. However, it's really up to her will and when she can linger for a while longer. And we're going to give you more details. It won't take that long, actually. After she decides to let go, she will decide okay, there's a prediction coming in here. She will decide that she would like to leave Earth, and it will not take that much longer. So, we understand that she wants to come to spirit. We're waiting for her. It's a difficult time in her life now, fearful, difficult for her. But she also knows, on a level she will be fine. She also understands that there's something to go to. She is having visions. She's having visions of us. And she knows then she will be fine because of that. There's no need for you to worry about this. It's a peaceful thing, and she will be fine. It's always difficult to let go, more for you now than others. Okay, so you understand what all that means, correct?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to see if I can pull in a little extra evidence, honey, around that.
Okay.
Just like, what's going on with her body, physical things.
Yep.
And then you'll have that confirmation, that added confirmation to trust the messages. So I do see your mother visually lying down. And she's sort of, I think they're showing me her. Looks like she's got something to help her breathe. Would you understand, like a mask?
Yes.
With oxygen? And it looks like her eyes are closed, so she's not conscious. Would you understand that, please?
No, she's in and out.
Okay, and the vision they're giving me is with her eyes closed, so I'll just say that. I do see her hair is, well, she's lying back right now, the way they're showing it to me, and her hair is fluffy and it's on the shorter sides around her head, which just means the thing you could validate is not terribly short, but it's not long at all. Her hair is not long. Would you understand that, please?
Yes.
And it's a little bit of a wave to it as well.
Yes.
She's a very spiritual person. She does believe in the afterlife.
Yes.
She also knows that there's eternal heaven, well, we already said eternal life, eternal heaven. I believe she's been doing a lot of personal prayer. Her lungs are bad. They're filled with fluid. Would you understand that, please?
No.
This is what they're saying. Do you understand she has a problem with breathing because she does have
Yeah.
oxygen?
Yes.
Well, they're saying that the lungs are filled with fluid. Maybe you don't know that, or maybe you know it's not right, but I'm just saying that's what they're saying,
Okay.
right? She can't get air into her lungs on her own any longer. It will be difficult for her to breathe without that help. So what they're saying is she can't breathe on her own. Would you know that, please? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
And the respirator will last a while longer, but soon she will be released. Now, what that means, I believe, let me just clarify. Is she, I'm asking Spirit this, RB, is she on a respirator, please? I only see oxygen. No, she's not exactly on a respirator, but there's something there helping her breathe. Would you know that, please, RB?
Yes. Yes.
Not exactly that big respirator, but
Yeah.
something's helping her breathe. It won't take that much longer for her to let go of life. She will transition smoothly, and it will be suddenly. It's been a while, you know, this has been going on for a bit, but when it happens, it'll be quick, very quick. And that she will not regret her transition whatsoever. It may be very difficult for you, of all the family members, more than everyone else, because you look forward to so much to a future with her, a loving future with her. So I guess what they're saying is you're very connected to your mother. You're a very special person, RB, very heartfelt individual. Okay, so before I end our time together, is there any question or anything else that Spirit could do for you? Because I have to move on to JS. No,
thank
all
you.
right, sweetie. Thank you, honey, and I'm so sorry for this time. Difficult. Okay, you can stay here if you'd like, or you can go. I'm going to go on to JS. JS, please, and you have to mute yourself. Thank you. RB, you can mute yourself. Okay, thank you. JS, honey, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, wonderful. All righty then. So we're going to be working with you. If you would give me, I know we're working on your life and it's a relationship question. Would you like to ask a question?
Sure. I just had a great weekend with an old love interest who's come back as a friend, and he hasn't called me for a week, so I just have to know what his headspace is before I don't talk to him anymore.
You can give me those initials I told you about earlier.
AD.
AD. Let me just see what we're getting with him. He's fearful of something, very fearful. Fear surrounding him, fearful of getting involved. There is a difficulty in his emotional life. I believe in general, he would have trouble getting close to people. I'm going to come up with things that you can validate or invalidate in a moment. All right, so just bear with me, honey. I'm giving you a lot of general statements right now. We will get to something specific. He does want to speak to you again. 1 second. Well, why hasn't he called her then, please, or reached out to her? He doesn't know what to do right now with his own life. Okay. Was he involved with someone else? Or is there a big problem he has? Spirit? Okay. There's a sense around him of feeling unworthy of you. I don't know if you know his financial situation or not, but I have a sense of him being having had losses financially and not being in the position he'd like to be in. And it's affecting his entire outlook on life and holds him back. So that's where I have this sense of insecurity, or I called it fear earlier, but again, I'm getting it's like insecure, not knowing how to reach out, not feeling worthy. So there's a feeling of him not being worthy to pursue you. And I have to say that if you knew this, you probably wouldn't be as upset with him. Now, do you have any inkling of what this could be, please? Yes, no?
Oh, yeah. That makes perfect sense. And I have big dreams and he knows about them. So it may be a little intimidating.
Oh, all right. Okay, so I guess you don't mind if he's not at your level, because otherwise you
No.
wouldn't be asking the question. You just want him to be nice to you, kind to you, and reach out to you if he says he will, which he did, and he did. So now
Right.
we have to figure out what the heck to do with this person, AD. Oh, God. Well, let me just see if he will eventually. Or maybe it might be easier for you to call him or contact him, text him. Well, let me just see. Okay, I'm going to just go to will he call you or contact you? I'm just going to go to that and see what comes out. He will be connecting with you soon. And I see Wednesday, Thursday of this week, suddenly he will reach out to you. We will have a moment of feeling good about himself and not letting that past stuff or his low self-esteem affect him. I do feel he really likes you, just like you feel he does. Okay? He really likes you. He's very stimulated by you. And underneath the insecurity, there is also in him a sense of security. So the true value and worth of him as a human being, he has it, but he's still, there's another aspect because the externals don't look so bright. You know, he doesn't look like a traditionally successful individual at present, but underneath it all, he does have a sense of value and worth. And because of that, he's going to sense that. He's going to get in touch with that. And I see by Wednesday, Thursday of this week, he'll be reaching out to you. And so, yeah. So it's good. It looks good in that respect. Is it good for you because you do have passionate goals for yourself? I'm going to try to put my finger on what the value he has for himself is, and then I'm going to match it back to you, and then we'll take it from there. So let's first look at what is his sense of value. Remember, I said he had low self-esteem on an external level, but deeper than that, he feels he has great value. He's a family man. I see children with him. Does he have a child? You know, if I see child,
he does have children.
Yeah, and I see that he's there for them. I see money is tight. Money is very tight right now, but he is there for his family, which is part of his value system, which means he's a good person, high-minded, upright values, good individual. Also has a great sense of humor. So he's going to get in touch with those parts of him that make him a great person. Now, will he ever be able to come around this financial burden he has right now and come out the other side of it? Let me just look at that, and then we're going to go to you. All right, 1 second, please. Is this always going to be this way for him, please, Spirit, or will it change? It will change eventually over time. However, that will never be the real reason or the main reason why anyone would want to be with him. Not because he's incapable of earning a good living, he is, but because his true value and worth is what we've already explained to you, which is a family man of loyalty, high values, and sense of responsibility, an honest person, a good and caring individual. Now we're going to you, these are values that you would like in your partner. So ultimately, this is a good choice for you, as you have been wondering. And you were rather shocked that he said he was going to do something, didn't do it. Okay, but he will do it. So he will be making good on what he said. I keep getting, he told you he was going to connect with you. I didn't validate that with you, but I did say that to you, and that he will be returning. He will be coming back, or speaking to you again. It's going to be a little touch and go for a while between you because he has these responsibilities and burdens. But over time, he's a good choice for you. And then you can
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, just that the value of him as a person is something that you can appreciate.
Yeah.
So go ahead. What were you going to ask of?
Is he testing me, or is he just terrified right now?
No, he's not testing you. He's just trying to get back his power. In other words, he's trying to understand, why would she want me?
So he doesn't know how I feel about him.
Well,
or he doesn't sense it.
I don't. Let me look at it, because I didn't say that yet. All I said was that he's got to get back a sense of why he would be a good partner for anyone, including you. Let me see if he knows that you, I'm assuming by that question means that you like him and want to
Yeah.
hear him, right? Okay.
Mhm.
He feels it a bit, but he also feels it's like this. He does feel a connection with you. It's not just about what you think of him. He feels connected to you too. But again, he's coming in with baggage. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So it's slowing him down. But I think this is the prediction aspect of what I'm saying today, is that he's going to overcome that. And by Wednesday, Thursday this week, you're going to be hearing from him.
Okay.
All right. So I feel very excited about this. I think it's very good. Very good for you.
Are there going to be big changes in the next couple months because of our weekend together?
Oh, I get you. Well, I get him right now. He hasn't said anything at home where he is. Okay. But let me just see something. So what you're basically saying is the situation that he is in now is there's not, he hasn't come clean on it yet and had a connection with you. And so he's still involved with this situation, right? That's what you're saying. I need to know if I'm
Well, sort of. I think he told his family. I think he did. I don't know. We haven't really talked about it.
well, then I'll let you know what I'm getting since we don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go to prior to meeting with you over the weekend, what was going on with him, and then I'll go to afterwards. I'm assuming, I have to tell you what I'm assuming. He's in a committed situation, right? With another person. This is what I'm assuming, all right? Because of what I've seen so far and what you've validated. And I'm looking now to see if there's any breakup going on there and if it started before your weekend. That's what I'm looking at. May I go in that direction, please?
Yeah, I would love to know that because that's not what I heard.
Well, that's what, okay. So is he in a committed, do you know if he's in a, I'm assuming because they saw the little babe, a child, that he's in a,
He isn't any longer.
oh, okay.
From what-
That's what I
from
need
what
to
you
know
told me.
before I go off and, I'm going off to do something and
Right.
right. It's not a relevant question. I have to understand that first. So let me just double check if he's not in a committed relationship, because that's where the question lies, right? You know, it was said to you, but you're not sure. Is that
Right. Yeah.
Is he in a committed situation still? Yes or no? No, not anymore, but there's a lot of resistance, acceptance on the part of the third party, in other words, the other individual that's involved with him.
Right.
A feeling of wanting to cling, a feeling of neediness, a feeling of caring about AD and not wanting to let AD go. I do feel in AD's heart, he's not there anymore, although he feels for his family. He just doesn't feel the connection with this person that he's with. And he will want to leave that situation as soon as possible. It cannot be instant, however it will be. It will happen. You will need a lot of patience, but that's only because of who you are and the way you are, because it's really not going to take a lot of time in an external sense. It just has to happen. It will be happen. So the prediction is I do see him moving forward with this as he promised or as he said, or I don't, you suggest he said something to you. I'm getting that he did say something to you, and that he will be moving forward with extricating from a situation is not right for him. And again, that goes back to his character as a human being, which is a person who is truthful, not only to others, but to himself. Okay? Good character.
Yeah.
I know it's a little odd because he's, leaving a relationship that he's in, but that if you're in a relationship that's false and fake to you, then you shouldn't be in that relationship.
Right.
And he does care, as I believe he's told you, he does care for you. Okay. So it's a very interesting situation. It's hard that we're in this waiting mode, but I do feel he's going to come out of his cave. We'll call it a cave he's in.
Mhm.
It's not just a cave. There's a lot going on. But eventually he's going to come out, and I believe you're going to be hearing from him Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, now they're moving it Thursday to Friday. So anywhere from Wednesday through Friday, you'll be getting a hello. But you're not going to be getting everything you need because there's a lot that needs to happen now. A lot of his to change his life. He's changing it already. And so don't expect it to be like a normal thing, normal, dating, courtship thing. Because there are other people involved. So it
Mhm.
needs to be done carefully. It needs to be done methodically. And it's gonna be hard for you because you're ready to move ahead and he's got to take care of all that. But
Yeah.
so the only thing and the best thing for you to do is keep telling yourself it's all going to work out because that's what I'm being told it will.
Okay. Can I expect like big changes for me personally in the next couple of months?
Big changes from you? You mean in your life?
Like, is there a parting gift from the weekend?
Is there a what?
A parting gift. I don't know if there will be another coming into this world soon or not.
I'm not quite sure I understand your question.
I don't know if I'm pregnant or not.
I was going to say it was so heavily coded.
Yeah, I can't even admit to it yet.
Is she asking that question? Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Let me see. I hear a no. Okay, let me just double check, love. I have to go to really strong focus to get, go deeper. No, you're not. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it so much. They say you're really very, right now, very concerned about everything. All of your radar is up, you're like hypersensitive mode. So let me just say this before we adjourn, because I do have to get going, but this is important for you. That now you're in a vulnerable position emotionally.
Yeah.
So everything is having significance. Do hear from him. I don't hear from him. Am I carrying a child or am I not? Everything's going to have special extra charge, supercharge of emotions to you. So what can be done about that to help you? Let me just see if there's an answer. All right. Belief in the spiritual world and in a higher power will help you obtain the resources you need to move forward calmly. Lately, I've been told to tell clients about meditation. So if you could do like a mindful meditation once or twice a day, it will help settle the nerves and center you so that you won't be so reactive to everything and will be more proactive and more centered. So take up meditation if you're not already doing it. It'll help you go through this. It should be done all the time, but in this time in particular, it will really help you.
Okay.
All right, sweetheart.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, love. You have a beautiful, blessed evening.
You too. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye, honey.